Greetings, my fellow Wendigos. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 19, which originally aired live on Twitch August 31st. Alright. Rungor, the baby bison. Congratulations. Whoops. I can't say for certain that you're going to live very long, because again, Wendigo don't care about bisons, but you are female, so you are milk and childbearing, which makes you a little bit more worth than the males. I sold the males on purpose for that reason. All right, the blood rot is starting to climb in Ayano, so Ayano gets tended with good or better meds, and then we're gonna do the peg leg operation here in a second with Eli. Hopefully not screwing it up again. Look at those needs. Look at this. We've got the spectacular execution. Oh yeah, the father being dead. That was on me. That was on me. I doomsdayed him in the face. I don't think that there was much of an easy alternative there. So this is Moles' bed, and this is Mama and Papa's bed. Glitch and Raptor. Raptor and Glitch are married, and all three are their kids. Yeah. So Shredder, Mallet, and Moles are children. Eli is the only non-relative in this this colony. All right, Father Glitch, let's get you set to favorite colors. It's a bit incesty. There's no incest here. No one has a relationship with their siblings. I mean, if you think about it, for hundreds or even thousands of years, most people lived in single-room houses and slept in that single room house with their family. So sleeping in a bedroom with... Oh, why do you have LTEX on? Hold on, I gotta fix this. Sleeping in a bedroom where your parents sleep might feel uncomfortable, but absolutely precedent is there for it. Alright, Raptor had a LTEX shirt on that she should not have. You, instead, let's make a replacement. Travel wear. Shredder, make the travel wear, please. And then I'll have her dye the clothing. Bye-bye, Trade Caravan. Sorry I couldn't gift you anything better. Yeah, we're gonna have pretty cool colors here in a minute. Absolutely. Alright, Eli, let's go ahead and tear out that leg. Medical emergency. Blood rot extreme. Why? I've been tending to her, like, properly. Here, let me put them in better beds or something. I don't know. Shredder. I can't even put the beds down? Meds are on. I'm giving them heal root for meds. And we failed. Alright, Raptor, your bison is here. All right. I think it's kind of important that they not die, because I would fail at my quest, which is somewhat important. So let's have Shredder move a bed in there and help Ayano. Worst case scenario, I can go to an Ancient Danger or something like that, and get enough Glow World meds to cure it. That is another possibility. Because right now that blood rot is climbing, and I don't like that. I think it was just the 10 quality sucked. It was particularly low. I'll ask you. Should I go on a Glitter World find? Should I go on a Glitter World meds search? So the reason for it is you can cure blood rot with Glitter World medicine, but I don't have enough to do it. So if you take a look here at Ayano, we can cure blood rot, and curing blood rot requires 10 Glitter World meds. Because if she dies, I do fail the quest. I'm not even entirely sure I have enough time. But what I could try to do is I can try to crank up her meds quality. If she survives long enough, crank up her meds quality so that we keep her alive if she makes it through the next 14 hours. Big if. Can I crypto her? No. There's nowhere to do that. Alright, Raptor, let's get you into your favorite apparel color. Not enough dye. I'll just do what's visible then. And wait for more dyes. I'm also spending some time trying to convert them, not for them, but for me, because my social skill would climb. So, remove left leg with meds, and Mallet is going to do this one because Eli has failed twice, and I no longer have faith in his ability to not butcher. Can I Lucy her? Yeah, I actually could Lucy her. That would help with blood filtration and pumping. And then if we take a look at the quest here, it depends on, it looks like the nodes are going to have it. But if we look at the quest here, if I do Lucy here, that would be 3 doses of Lucy. 1 and then 2 in 6 days, or 1 in 6 days and 1 in 12 days. So yeah, it would be a possibility to Lucy here. And I guess I'll ask you about that next. Although this is a really close pull. There we go. Right leg now. Wait, operate. What are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna pause the Campbell meals and try to remember to unpause it to have, Alright, we will not be doing Glitter World meds. What about Lucy, addiction? I think if she survives, it's kind of moot. I'll just have to keep an eye on it. Yeah, I think she should survive the next 8 hours without dying. Okay, Raptor's now building. Good. You have your peg leg. Very, very good. And no more legs for you. Legless. Send her back frothing at the mouth. That's pretty much the condition that they're going to receive her in. Oh boy. Alright, I am going to administer it. I'm not certain that this is... Yeah, I think to play it safe. So with the Luciferium need, her blood filtration should be up a bit, which slows the rate. And then I'm going to give her 1 hit of RimWorld meds once she comes out of this. And I'll keep a closer eye on the rest, so they don't climb like they've been climbing. I should rename all the prisoners. You can't rename prisoners. You can only rename people that are, like, part of your colony. Slaves, yes. Prisoners, no. Guests, no. Okay. So I did it anyway, but it looks like the poll was pretty clearly going to be the A's. Alright, so as soon as the 2 hours... The 1 hour hits, I'm going to be right there with some RimWorld meds. Paige is already getting higher. Eli, do I really want you to do doctor, though? I'm going to take... he is an 8 doctor. I think that's high enough. 97%. Holy cow. Alright, Mallet, you do this. Tending to a Yano. Yep. And then Hammer, what about you? You're fine. Okay, so there we go. 10 quality, 127%. Which is significantly higher than what was previously being tended to, and now it's falling. She has survived. The other thing I'm going to have to keep an eye on is her Lucy needs. So when her Luciferium in 6 days falls to a critical level, I'm going to need to hit her with more Luciferium so she doesn't go wackadoo bonkers and tries to murder us all. Actually, I have really good posture right now. I don't know how I could prove it, but my spine is perfectly straight. A posture check, totally unnecessary, I would say. Can I not just take away the peg legs? No one has legs right now. They're all completely without legs. The other thing I wanted to do is to physically move them. So I'm going to be moving them into this room here so that all of the rice that I have can be used for cooking. And yet another combat supplier. Holy cow, they're coming in ridiculous. I don't really care what they sleep on. Just needs to be somewhat good quality for the immunity gain. Alright, Paige, you ready to move? So this up here will be where the prisoners are going to be kept. And here is a mech cluster. Oh. Alright, so I have auto charge. I have an auto mortar here, which initiates in 2.9 days. Got it. I have a countdown timer. Oh, the other issue is it's actually pretty warm. Let me put a heater in here. I'm a little worried about their comfort temperatures. I don't want them to get hypothermic. Yeah, I have 38 Lucy. If that's what you were wondering. Alright, so there's Paige, Ayano, and Hammer. Cheers. And I'm moving them up here so I can start using the rice, because right now all this is prisoner food. All right, and before you go to sleep, Glitch, trade with these guys. I'm going to sell the peg leg. Well, I'll keep it, just in case I need to manipulate some additional prisoners. But yeah, there's nothing I even need with a combat supplier, unfortunately. I need bulk goods suppliers, but I don't have the reputation enough to call them in anymore. I would need to go donate. And for that, I want Shredder to make a ton of dusters. It might even be worth having Shredder have me build a electric tailor rather than hand tailor, but he does build up more skill with a hand tailor. So I don't know. And we got a party. So while we're partying, I am going to ask you about next research. My choices could be continuing into the bionics trees. Alternatively, what do we got? We got biofuel refining, which would help with transport pods. Biosculpting that leads to bioregeneration, multi-analyzers. So let me put this up. Next research. Bionics, multi-analyzer, biofuel, or some of the another combat supplier? Come on now. The thing is, I can't encourage the combat suppliers to come up here, because it would be wonderful if I had them fight for me, but that's not what they're here for. And I can't, you know, they're this thing prints mechs, but I'll have to figure that out later. I think with shield belts and sniping. Biofuel. Beer brewing. What was that? A cold snap. Oh, but it's a cold snap where the bugs are. I don't think a cold snap during summer is going to matter, though. All right, so here's 5 options. Not the best 5 options, but whatever, I typed them out. Have yourself a little vote about what you think I should research, and I will queue up a multi-analyzer for now. Just to get the ball rolling. Where's the new... Alright, here's the new trader. If they have a Doomsday launcher or something like that, I'm probably going to want to buy it. So I'll have Trader go check. Golden breach axe? Nonsense! Totally nonsense! They have a crank gun. Nope. They do not really have anything I'm after. The cluster does have a mortar, yes. So my thoughts about this would be to use my shield belters. What I'm probably going to need to do, honestly, is to set up some sort of defense perimeter. I could also use smoke grenades. Oh, actually, let me make a smoke launcher. That would shut that down right quick. Expensive, but totally worth it. Where can I put this? I think it might do the least damage up in this corner of nowhere. Hey, Jacking. Welcome. I'm glad you could catch one. Always a pleasure to have more people here hanging out. So, yep. We'll get a smoke launcher. If you're wondering, smoke launchers can obscure you from turrets, and this mech cluster is 100% turrets, whereas this one isn't. So we'll just use the smoke launcher to cover us that way. Now the thing with bionics is there's not really, I'll be honest, there's not really that much of a point researching bionics without the ability to do fabrication and advanced fabrication, because you won't have the resources to make bionics, which is why I would have, if left up to me, researched multi-analyzer and then fabrication and then advanced fab first, because without advanced fabrication, bionics is, you can only make as many as you have components for, which is to say not many. But it is not up to me, yes, as you point out. So all right, let's take a look at their health. 22, 53, 37. So Hammer, I'm going to bump you up to Industrial Tech so we don't have another close call. I'm also filling in some corners here. Treader working on that smoke launcher for this nonsense up there. And I think if memory serves, this is one of two. Yeah, this is one of two mech clusters. I'm not entirely certain that this mech cluster's tied to the quest that I have for hosting the blood rot prisoners. Oh man. Gold landing on the wrong map tile. Damn shame. But if it is tied to it, then that's one down, one to go. Sorry, Eli, I'm gonna make you clean up here. All right, I have 4 more Tinctoria, so Raptor, let's... Oh! Yes! The thrumbos are on this tile. Good. Good. All right, Raptor, get color. Oh, there's 3 of them. Delicious. We could abandon Taco Bell, drive through the other map tile where Tacos is. I could pull for that, I guess. So we'll see what people think. Should I abandon the Thrumbo and Outpost? What you think? I could weigh the pros and cons. The cons would be, of course, we get rid of a Thrumbo, which is a potentially devastating battle pet. There are also mounts that move at 160% speed. Another con is we relinquish our gold and what other resources that are here, like the jellies. Another con is that this is kind of a pro and a con, but the combat events that happen that are over there, not here, makes it a little bit easier for us to not be targeted by said combat events that would have otherwise triggered us here. Oh, no, where are you going with this? Regular quality meds now. So I don't know. It'll be up to you whether we abandon it or not. There's definitely reasons to do one or the other. Alright, so they're all blood rot minor now. Her Lucy needs are only 80%, so they're not that urgent. And then I talked to these traders, right? Already? Yeah, they're already leaving, so yeah, obviously. Once it's daylight, I will go for the Thrumbo. Don't fight a Thrumbo at night unless you're well, I suppose I could have gotten the trade caravan to fight them, but you know. Gonna do it legit. Looks like we aren't abandoning tacos. Too soon to say for sure. But it does look that way. Don't leave you in the freezer. Did they steal my meals? Probably. Oh, Berkmont just gave birth. Let me reset the eligibility for the giveaway. Just being weird. And put the raffle timer up. Which, there it is. Alright guys, if you want a bison, just type something into the chat if you're a subscriber and you're eligible. And that first bloop was no. So, a new question. Current focus. We could do the ancient complex. Additional base improvements. The work sites. One of the work sites is components, which is kind of nice. What else is out there? Hunting sites. A trade run for money rep. Or viewer submitted ideas. There you go. What you think? Ooh, I should give a let me give a leader speech once Mal and Eli are up, and then go for the thrumbo. Look, yeah. Now we're farming with gas. Well, technically not, but oh, and Paige is converted. So the reason I'm converting them is the social skill. So now that they're converted, I'm going to reduce the the resistance is 0. Is that true for all of them? Okay, so if they don't have any resistance. So I'm just going to, I don't know. Reduce resistance anyway. So if I do need to preach health to them, now I can preach health to the ones that have converted. Which is a sort of a backup if anything goes wrong and they're getting really sick from the blood rot. I have a method to help them out a little bit more now. Or at least Paige, but the other two will be converted soon. Alright. Before we do any of that, obviously, I'm going to have to deal with this smoke launcher. So this initiates in a day and a half. So that's understandably going to take top priority. But once the smoke launcher is dealt with, I'll do whatever other thing that you have queued up. I'm going to glue Shredder to the smoke launcher. And probably give it to Eli, as Eli is not an obligate brawler. He doesn't have the brawler trait, so he doesn't really mind. And leave the other shooters here to shoot. Probably my approach. I might save, just in case this goes horribly wrong, as like a safety net. Hope y'all don't mind. So, let's do the leader speech. And then we'll get thrumbo hunting. And you all say the work sites. What work site? Components. Or hunting. I'll just call it comp for short. So out here we have, well actually we have silver too. I didn't include that, but it's too far away to be a reasonable goal. So I'm gonna leave that off. So we have components, hunting, hunting. Glitch, what sidecast do you have? Solar pinhole? Mallet, what do you move at? You move at 5'7". This thrumbo moves at 5'3". So Mallet, you're gonna be the bait. Everybody else get in position here. Components would be amazing. Don't get me wrong. Oh, come on, Thrumbo. What, you forget about me? Dude. Oh, because it's moles. Just ignore moles. Alright, everyone inside. I also need to update the inside zone. I mean, I don't need to, but it wouldn't hurt for me to update it. And that noise that you just heard is the raffle. Cheese, you already have a main character named after you, so obviously you're going to pass up the possibility of being a bison, I'm assuming. So instead, Porlino. That's a... Yeah, that's a name that gets named after pets often. Congratulations, Porlino. And no, I'm not feeding you Luciferium. That one's down. All right. How to hunt. Let's do it again. Moles and Eli are idle. Oh yeah, because they're locked inside. Alright, Mallet. Now there's a problem here where if I aggro one, I'm probably aggroing both. Yep. Both aggro. It's fine. Mallet moves faster than the Thrumbo. So as long as they don't break this wooden door and eat my prisoners, which they shouldn't, Mallet is going to offer himself up as a target and lure them over to the deep water, where we'll butcher them again. One of the Thrumbo has a bad back, so this bad back Thrumbo is already going to be moving a lot slower. How long an automortar? The automortar has a day left, a full day. So, it's urgent, but it's not like, oh my god, I'm running out of time urgent. It's 1.1 days. We should be fine. It actually reminds me, one of the other things I should do is not have anyone go near that. Let's just disallow this whole area up here so that no one even gets close to the turrets. Because what I might end up doing is I might end up taking out the automortar and then the mech assemblers and leaving everything else, because everything else is a pretty good anti-raid deterrent. Alright, another one down. Oh god, this other Thrumbo is so slow. Alright, I'm just gonna go into the attack. Oh, you switched. Cheeky. And it's done. Voila! Dead Thrumbo all around. Thrumbo horns will make a very, very good gift to my allies that I sort of shut up. I feel bad about that because, well, not bad. I feel it was dumb. It was reckless. Okie doke. Shredder, I don't know what you're working on, but we need this smoke launcher built. Thank you. And then we'll go for the mech assembler and the mortar. The mech nodes actually yield a pretty good amount of plasteel. Yeah, maybe I will actually clear out that whole mech cluster for that reason, because that plasteel is going to be kind of nice. Also, looks to me like we have enough dyes for one more person to dye their clothing. How's the prisoner Lucy going? I'm guessing 63%. 65%. Oh, come on, that was close. That was close. Yeah, no, it's I have a pretty good mental clock for things like that. I say that as I famously forget to do things, but did they patch the cheese that you could do with the active mech turrets? They patched some of it. So one of the reasons why I can't just like roof up this auto mortar is obviously the proximity activators. I can't get close to it to add a roof to disable it in that way, but that has not been patched as far as I know. That is still possible to do, which is pretty deep fried cheese right there. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but it is deep fried cheese. I will admit that. All right, so there is my smoke launcher, which Eli will don, and we will get going for tomorrow. But Eli obviously has to take off the shield belt, and I'm going to keep the shield belt forbidden so that Eli doesn't throw it back on. So tomorrow morning, let me update my focus, is going to be mech, cluster, and components. Component site. Okay, and my vote timer got frozen there. That's why it never informed me. So, predictions. Let's do a prediction. Let me just type it up. How will this mech cluster go? Very straightforward. Will anyone die, or will they not? So, for record, we have 7 mini sluggers, an auto charge turret, an auto mortar, and then 2 mech assemblers, which make pikemen and scythers. The beacon stockpile is still unroofed. Does it speed up rotting? No, because the only things, if you take a look at the roof zone, the only things included in that unroofed zone are things that don't ever rot. Silver, plasteel, gold, jade, by design. So, it's good. Keeping things safe. Here we go, thrumbo. I think pretty soon here, I'm going to be pretty comfortable with Shredder making thrumbo clothing, given his current skill. So we'll get that working. Oh, Shredder, I also wanted to change your style to favorite colors. Or Sinha, thanks for the resub. Cheers. Tusky says, hi. Yes, you do. All right, we're gonna wait for maybe hauling the thrumbo stuff into the base. So much meat. I really need to do a trade run whether you vote for one or not. There we go. All right, let's save this. I'll just call it Wendigo. And prediction is still running, which is a little awkward for me to start. But the mortar kicks off in, well, it kicks off in 12 hours. Still got a minute. The double insulated farm that I have here is doing a really amazing job keeping up with temperature demands, as you may have noticed. It's a real patchwork of buildings, yeah. I mean, there's no stone or steel on this map tile, so it's needed. I mean, what else? What I can only build with the materials I have readily available, which is to say, basically none of them. Okay, you should not be cleaning there. So, yeah, that's because of the Doomsday launcher that I launched. Alright, prediction's almost done, and I'll get moving, pushing up against it as soon as that is done. A tusk just bolted, so... Come here, girl. Where'd you go? Come on, pal. There we go. Yes, puppy. What do you think? Will Daddy die? Here. She thinks not. But she always thinks the best. I shouldn't have left such a long timer on that cluster, huh? We're down to 8 hours. Again, not too concerning. I have plenty of time. How many dyes do I have left? Did I use them all? How about this? There. Now I know when a health die. Checking in on prisoners. 5.3, 9.2, 0.1. They're fine. As far as the duration here, we have done 9 days, 14 to go. So far, so good. All right, let's get moving. Full court press here. And I'll save again just in case, because I feel like if we full wipe, not that I think that's likely, it's nice to have a save point. Chen, 我不会说中文。All right. So, what we really need to be is we need to get as close as we can so that we're in range. Oh, which is so uncomfortably close. But that's how it be sometime. Woo! Eli, don't mess this up. Alright, so here's my strategy. If you have a cluster quite like this one. Let me, hold on. No one do that. Combat command first. There we go. Oh, yeah, there was a drop beacon. Wow, people are not shooting very effectively. I do have an Insanity Lance. Okay, whoa! Ow. Come on, guys, I know there's smoke, but you can't be this inaccurate. Alright, Moles is having a bad time. Come on, guys. Shoot the Scyther. Mallet's getting plunked. Melee Scyther. So she... Ouch. Okay, so it's that pikeman there. Needs to go down. Eli's still laying down fire. It would help if you aimed better. Alright, there's that one. Oh, this aim is miserable. The smoke is working, but the aim that we have, it would have helped if we had higher quality weapons, obviously, but this accuracy debuff is, like, hard to watch. Even with the battle buffs that we have. All right, don't worry, Moles. We'll get you sorted. Oh, your shield belt just got kicked back on. Come on. Come on. Oh, this is just so ridiculously miserable. Just kill it. It's one of the reasons why really, really high quality, so the autocannon turret is gone, which is really nice. Why really high quality weapons matter a lot, because their accuracy ratings are just amazing. Okay, there we go. So now, going after the turret itself, the auto mortar. Got 3 hours on that. And it's getting torn up. Yep, alright. I think we did this without deaths. Moles got pretty close. Okay, there it goes. It's gone. One of the things that we could have done better to do a post-battle analysis would be to have superior gear, like flak vests and thrumbo, to make it a little bit easier. Chiretter, take a break and preach to Moles. And then Mallet, tend to Chiretter. Done. Thought I was leaving the turrets for raid defense. No, a bunch of mini turrets don't really amount to much. And then the other thing is, if I have a trade caravan coming in, chances are the trade caravan is just gonna get massacred by it. So I figured I'll just clear it out. Plus, all the mech nodes do yield pretty good resources. All right, let's move. Getting a little closer. Eli, you have to move too, buddy. Do I lose any limbs? No, no one lost any limbs. No permanent damage whatsoever. The damage to moles was, had previously been done. And now they're down to 1 mini slugger. And a crypto drone hack. It's going to be a while for me to do that crypto drone hack because people are going to need to recover. We're almost done. I think the mood benefit of, yep, there it is. Getting that done is pretty high as well. So let's add this back to the void zone. And I'll wrap up that prediction in a minute. No one died. Came close, but no one died. All right, Raptor, Glitch, Shredder, Eli, and Mallet. Unfortunately, the mech nodes got shot, so we didn't quite yield as much resources as I thought we would. So those that voted no deaths, congratulations. Not much of a windfall considering you're sharing it with 85% of everybody. But I actually came closer than I thought I would. Okay, so now Eli is properly brawling again. And the Persona Sword is waiting for moles when she's back up. She's already been preached for health, so she should recover quick and be on her feet in no time. And we are down to Mech Cluster. Am I going after the second cluster? There's really no need. This cluster doesn't have, oh, bummer. That cluster does not have any imminent threat to us. So as long as we don't walk into it, we're fine. So for that reason, I'm just going to leave it. It doesn't have a mortar or anything like that. Oh, mole's got disease too. Some infections may occur. The prisoners are going to need some feeding. Oh, God. Moles, chill with that. One thing I should do, actually, is, Eli, you carry herbal meds on you instead of the good stuff. Moles is getting double kidney and torso infections, which obviously we'll need tending to. If they end up dying from wounds from the fight, well, the prediction was, I guess, no immediate deaths. Maybe I should have been more specific. We got those infections in a clean room, too. That's pretty brutal. The infection chance of the room I'm in is probably pretty low. Do I have any glitteral? Glitter World? Yeah, I have 5 Glitter World and 20 Industrial. So there's not that much of I'm not that worried. I'll put it that way. How's my bugs doing? Yeah, they've sort of plateaued their population at 220-ish. Okay. Well, if they ever freeze, we'll be there. I like how she lays in the blood. Oh, what a den mother. She's like, you know what? I want a cloud watch. Let's get bloody. That's how you know they're a Wendigo. So let me update the focus here. The mech cluster is done. The next one will be component site unless you overrule. So should I do the component site or something else? So the something else would be viewer submitted ideas, the crypto drone intel hack, the ancient complex, or a trade run for reputation and or parts that we can buy from them, something like that. You know, I just realized it's possible that these prisoners, well, actually they don't have legs, so never mind. I was going to originally say that it's possible for them to go berserk and and become a bit of a problem, punching the thing down, but that can't happen because they don't have legs. Pet Yoda, huh? Dude. Did you knock this over, buddy? That's your Wendigo trophy. Alright, Moles was up. But she's not set to bed rest properly, and so she got up and then immediately flopped. Oh, glitch converted hammer, and there's a combat supplier flying over it. Cool. Hi, buddy. This combat supplier has nothing I'm interested in. That's too bad. Do the prisoners have legs to leave? No, they don't. I don't think they need it, though. Because they're going to be picked up via a shuttle, and I'll just load them into the shuttle. So, not really a problem. How's the kidney infection? Let's take a look. You can kind of tell with the green symbols up here that they're doing fine, but the torso infection here is 72 out of 43, no problem at all. And then this one is 51 out of 43 and 51 out of 42, so no problem. And they're getting 10 to 2 right now as we speak. The quality's a little low, but it's high enough that they have plenty of breathing room. How long until the shuttle comes for the prisoners? 13 more days. And Ayano is going to need Luciferium in maybe a day or two. Their blood rot percents are 24, 1.6, and 1.7, so no issues there either. Oh, man. You still have your shield belt on? Yep. I'm gonna have her go pick up her sword in case I get attacked and there's no time. Alright, component site, still the priority. So let me update this. Recover, and then component site. I still think there's like 16 days for the component site. 24 actually, so yeah, no problem. It's also a good way to get more food, because it's guarded by 8 people, and that means 8 humans, potentially, that can become dinner. I'll also consider bringing one home for prime Wendigo slaughter. To slaughter them, depending on how the time shapes up. Shredder, okay, still can't preach health. Have I gotten any quests for the ideology line? I have 2 of them right now. In fact, I have... Well, it depends if you mean the Archer Nexus or if you mean the relics. For the relics, I have 2 pending, and I've completed 1. No, I've completed 2 of them. Yeah, I've completed 2, and I have 2 others. So I have 4 out of 5 offered, 2 out of 5 done. And then for the Archer Nexus, our colony wealth is way too low for it to be offered. I actually had some thoughts, and I think I'm going to do a formal poll about it. For story reasons, the Archer Nexus kind of doesn't make that much sense for Wendigos. Now, I do have a YouTube series pending that will be using the Archer Nexus, and it makes a lot more sense canonically for that series, the Architects. The reason why it doesn't really make that much sense is what ends up happening when you do the Archer Nexus quest is it will require you to ally with factions that you aren't and wouldn't normally be allied with, which is a bit of a problem for the Archer Nexus. So it's going to ask me to ally with potentially, like, the colonies, or with Anne's Revenge or something like that. And actually, what would it be? It would be the colonies and probably the Crown or Blackfoot, because the others are always hostile. And it doesn't really make sense to do that. So either, there's a few options that I have. One of the options would be... Oh, Mallet, go tend your sister. One of the options would be to edit the save game file. Yeah, you're fine. To edit the save game file so that we don't have to ally them. And I don't know how easy that is to do, so I'm going to have to mock it up for myself. Or alternatively, switch the win condition to something else, like entering space, launching our own ship, which is something I've done before. And maybe clearing out the Algonquin sheet completely, or I don't know. So it's definitely something that I'm going to pull for at some point. Because I'm not really sure how I want to handle it. Thank you for tuning in to Wendigos, which originally aired live on Twitch, August 31st. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of Wendigos or any of my other live streams, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. You can also find that information on my channel banner and on Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, everybody.